Prismatic Lenses welcomes you to a place you can see magic happen. Utilizing Urz's blueprints, the pieces of the puzzle come together with a quality that is second to none. From our patented millstone polishing technique to our dignified use of stonehorn, our lenses bend both light and mana. First exams are free. Prismatic Lenses.
Hello, it's Saturday and we've got a really cool brew to show you. This is very grindy and it's not on the tier scale, but it's a lot of fun and I've been beat over the head with it plenty of time, underestimating it. It is by the online personality known as Residentzombie, and I swear I've played this deck against him maybe 3 or 4 times in the last year or two. It's always changing, it's always, and I always underestimate it. It always feels like I got this, and then it just ekes back and it just gets crazy big. So it's a very interesting list. So hello, Nim Chimpskey, Little Fight, and Shirazman joining me today. So yeah, this is all to his credit. So we'll go over the lands here. We've got 2 Ash Barrens, 4 Crossroads. Let me see, 3, 6, 8 plains, 2 steps, and 4 sanctuaries. Deck gains a lot of life. We've got Anointer of Valor. I'll hold on this because a lot of people probably don't know this card. A 3/5 flyer, but whenever a creature attacks, you can pay 3. This is obviously an endgame card, and your angels all start getting Arnold Schwartzified. We've got 4 Angels of Mercy, top mulligan target. If your hand's kind of meh, this is our kind of our heavy hitter and get things done in Seraph of Dawn, just keeping our life total healthy. Even Changeling counts as an angel, and then we've got 2 angels here. I've got the Rebecca Guay sporting the old school art of Rebecca Guay with the angelic page here, giving a little attack bonus. 2 Angelic Renewals, 2 Last Breath, 2 Mind Stones, the Horizon Canopy of Pauper. We've got 4 Spare Supplies, 4 Scroll of Elysium, which is crazy value if you have an angel out. 2 Stave Off, because we want to be able to help out with Flicker, not just protect our stuff. 2 Bonder's Ornaments for the cha-ching value, 2 Unmakes, 2 Oblivion Rings, and 2 Crib Swap. So, here we go. Oh, Anointer of Day. Yep, there it is. So, yeah, it's a pretty interesting list. You really want to keep 3 mana hands, according to a Residentzombie, and that can also count for, like, Mind Stone or Spare Supplies, also known as Mana Rocks. Interesting. So, yeah, even Crib Swap. It's so, yeah, if you look at it, we've got 8 ways to deal with the Flicker combo, right? We've got Crib Swap, Unmake, Last Breath, and Stave Off. So pretty sweet. I got all the angels in a row here if you're wondering how I've designed this. In our sideboard, we've got 2 Sunlance, 3 Relics, 2 Celestial Flares, 2 Leave No Trace, 2 Dust to Dust, 2 Prismatic, and 2 Holy Lights. I warn you, these games might go a little bit long today, so we'll see how we are doing. This is one of those decks where I have to be full focused to play optimally. I've only done it like maybe 2 out of 5 times. So I'll just like, I feel like playing this. I'll just throw it together and it's like, nope. Oops. Darn it. I thought I set this for a 2-player. Sorry. I've got this set up for, well, it was a good hand there. Let's get it to a 2-player game. That's the idea. Yeah. So we'll do this and we'll make sure to say hello. Where did my stats thing go here? Okay. Well, that's the little holdout. What is going on with the interface here? All right. 2 and create. Here we go. Fast players, please. And we'll sit on the list while we wait. So yeah, I had a lot of cool things going on. Maybe today will be the card we burn. Our day will be the day that we burn a white bordered card. Yeah, it's very grindy, mana hungry. Yeah, I think I made all the points. And we got a brand new. Oh, hey, Kanak R&D. Hello from Russia, Pauper community. Awesome. Thank you for joining us. That's awesome. And Pauper Akbar above. Hi, back at you. And thank you for the hype there. 917 to Jury 917. I think that's how you say it. So, yeah, we're waiting for our first opponent, and hopefully they're not quitters. But So yeah, it's a pretty cool deck. Like I said, I've faced off against Residentzombie a majority of times with it, and it's pretty cool. It's ultra green. Yes. Oh, I see. Maybe by the end of the show. Yeah, I warned my wife. I was like, it might be fire alarm day, so that'll make for a pretty good show. Because I tell you what, when I get blasted by audio, like with an alarm or something, I lose it. I like to say I'm calm under fire, but man, some alarms, I've got really sensitive ears, and sometimes I just flip out first and then get my head about me. So, what is going on here with the play day? I guess we're just waiting around for somebody. Jeez. I had that happen. I was in a league last week, and I waited for like 6 minutes for somebody to show up. I was just like, okay, here comes hopefully our first victim. We shall see. All right, so yeah, Sporting Angels. I've been wanting to play this deck for like 2 years. I just never got around to it. So we'll say, yeah, we want to play first. We've got a 2-land hand, and this counts too, so we'll keep this. We'll start off with our little Crossroads. We'll probably cycle the Ash Barrens unless it's a swamp, because that's good against chittering rats. And we'll see what we can see. We're not going to be casting this lady for quite a while. Have you found a COP red already? No, not yet. It's at the card store the other day, digging through stuff, actually looking for a white bordered ones on purpose. But we're not in any short supply. But good grief, we wait a minute for somebody to show up, and then what's going on here? Is the person here? This was happening yesterday too. I don't know if it's software issues or what on their server side, but I just stopped playing yesterday because I ran into like 3 people in a row where it was like a full minute goes by. Hello, and are you there? Oops, I can't. Are you there? Okay. All right, here we go. Good. I'll lead off with this, yield through the turn, as they took a minute. Gosh, maybe we'll win on time. Alrighty. Up Holland in the house. Any sticks cards you feel brewing up besides with the obvious gruff? Yeah, we did last week. We did, what was that? The Quicks, the one that gets big and spicy. Oh, life's not going to matter here. We've done it for 2 weeks now with the new Strixhaven lists, or cards. And I actually do have another one I'll probably show next week. I've got a new take on Woo Rats that I'm really enjoying. Well, not much of a choice here. We'll cycle the Ash Barrens, play the Angel, and hope we can survive. Give them time to open your stream. Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty pathetic in a non-league situation, somebody trying to ghost for that sake. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? It's pretty warm out here. It's one of the first shows in months that I've been playing without any slippers on. So my toes are just on the edge of being cold. A little bit of coffee will help that out. Yeehaw. Pants, he means pants. I enjoy your brews a lot. I even made Brute Squad and paper. Elves had blown me out of the water, though. Oh, yeah, you've got to use your harsh sustenance as a removal in a lot of those games and pick your poison very gently with regards to what you pick off. Some elves aren't obviously as mean as others. I had about a 50-50 ratio with elves, though, when I played it, but this is fine. We're trading. He's at 2 cards already, or she, I don't know. The person identifying as a Magic player. We'll just leave it at that. Alrighty, let's, yeah. We'll bust out some respect here. You might have a Vines. If not, we don't really have to target anything. Don't really have a way of recurring this with like a Skyfish or anything like that. Would be kind of a cool little option there. My son has these card sleeves. Man, they are just gorgeous. Yeah, well, that's the only target we got. Yield. I guess Infect players have the leisure of taking forever to untap and do all these things because, you know, the deck can win on turn 3 or 4 pretty consistently if built right. I haven't played Infect in a while. I know I get in Infect weeks or months where it's like I'll play it for like 2 or 3 shows in a row and then I don't touch it for 4 or 5 months. But we all know one of my favorites is White Infect. Almost always almost good enough. Let's see. Let me get a blocker out. Not sure if I want the renewal out or the spare supplies out. I think I'm going to go for... shoot. He's only got the one card. I'm going to go with supplies here. I don't think I'll block, especially if he drops a land. Sometimes Ekhaert Claws are worse to block, especially if Rancor shows up. It'll get nice and fat. Boing! Bonder's Ornament. All right. We've got quite a bit of mana opened up. But yeah, it's like, I know we've been doing pretty, I think the last 7 or 8 shows now. We've had 3, 2, 4 ones, a lot of 4-1 shows, and I don't want to get too focused on the winning. I want to get focused on the brewing, and I was thinking this is a perfect version of that. Hey, look at this. We got a new Strixhaven card. Trample and draw a card, so we're not blocking that because it'll just get even bigger. Don't like the draw a card part, though. Yes, we have the deck list. One of our co-pilots, Shiraz or Little Fight, will throw that up, hopefully in a little beat. But yeah, by the MTGO brewer Residentzombie, and I believe he was, I might have this wrong, but I believe he was one of the 3 people. Oh man, didn't see that come. That's old school. Groundswell. Oh, he didn't have a land though, so that's not so bad. But I believe he was one of the same guys that helped make Heroic. I think there was a 3-person team that kind of really did it, and apologies to the brewers out there. I forget often. All right. Well, let's just try to get this dude out of the way here. We'll last breath him. I don't want to wait for a 2-for-1 just because he's got vines. I want him to use it on my turn, not his. Oop. But yeah, it's as is. Only thing I did was change the artwork on Angelic page because I didn't want the white bordered one, and I really like Rebecca Guay. So, oh, that's an interesting little saving move there. Cool. Well, I guess we'll bring this out. My opponent's Hellbent. We've got 3 Infect. I'm not going to block, so I might as well attack here. Boop-a-doop-a-boom. And I don't really mind blocking with that Anointer of Valor because it will survive outside of just a gigantic mashup. So probably what? Let's see. Drop the ornament. Hopefully we top deck something pretty good. Drop the ornament, trip the supplies, and we'll see. You got to spell it right, says the guy that never spells things right. There you go. Woo! But yeah, if you're in the market for card sleeves, these are amazing when they show up. So anyway, I spent the better part of Sunday and Monday on what was one of the hardest edits I've ever done for PauperGanda. I think the hardest was the horse race, our Pauper Derby. That was pretty intense, even though I didn't really have to do too much to the picture. Yeah. All right. Oh boy, we're getting in close range here. But it was based on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's Oompa Loompas. And so I sung a new song to it. It's on YouTube. For some of you probably have already seen it, but it'll be the first time I play it on the show today. All right. Angel of Mercy, not going to help too much. We'll drop a... should I trip this first? No, I got to do this in this order. I'll go here, and we're going to be kind of forced to block now. Let's do this and trip this. Come on. Anything. We just need to live for a turn. That's normally going to help, but not against Infect. So we'll just sit back and check it out. Thank you for that, Volcarine. Yeah, I was going to go with a really gaudy font like they did. They really threw everything at the fan, and it just splattered like a Jackson Pollock painting if you watch the original with the graphics they use, and a lot of neon lights, and everything's a different font and color. But I wanted to keep it as Magic-centric as I could, so I used the Magic font and then kept it legible so that, language barriers and things like that, it could be a little bit more on point. So hopefully it came through. Ooh-wee. It's a close one, folks. I'm actually grateful for Infect to be our opponent because I was kind of fearing man, this is going to be a really long show if I go up against standard metagame stuff. And just to show you guys, you can target yourself with this thing, but it's not really going to do too much. Who knows? Maybe he'll have some trample thing, and I guess it doesn't make any sense, does it? If it just gains trample, yeah, we did see that. So yeah, we'll use it. Keep our creatures out and about. Now I'm always curious, did Angelic Renewal make the cut because it's a good card or because it has the word angel in it? That's a question for Residentzombie. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go big time with our dude. Wham! And now I have potential smash power. And he will keep getting bigger. Do that. Hiya! Alright, here we go. Oh, but yeah, there was, what's that? There's that blue card in Strixhaven that puts a token out that's equal to the number of cards in your graveyard or exiled. I really like that card. I got beat by it in the league by Campbell, I think his name was. And his list made a 5-0, and I was thinking of playing that today, maybe next week. Really, really cool design. And so, you know, being me, I said, got to be careful. You can make your opponents get bigger too. But what was I going to say here? No. We will yield there and say no here. But it's just a really cool design. And like I looked in my, I thought I was going to bring in graveyard removal and be just fine. It's like, no, counts exiled cards too. Yep, Serpentine Curve, that's the one. So I was really blown away by just kind of the power of that card. I was like, wow, that is something. Alrighty, let me, I think it's probably better to do this on itself because of, what was that card we saw? Yeah, it could just gain trample, and that would just kill us if I don't target that. So that's why I'm choosing to do that, because he's already showing us charge through, and I don't want to get charged through the heart there. Bam! All right. That's, a lot of this deck's play is just hold the fort, sacrifice. Usually it's not against Infect, obviously. And then you come out with some smashing power. And normally Angel of Mercy be getting us right back in the race here. But, oh well. Do you think there's any archetype that you haven't touched in Pauper? Ooh, I'm sure there is. As far as focused on brewing, I still don't think anybody's really cracked the Rakdos riddle yet. So that's an interesting one. All right, the play here. Yeah, because Jun's been figured out, or Gruul with the advent of Cascade and such, and most other archetypes. But there's always something hiding. The cool thing about alt Magic, and you know, when new sets come out, sometimes they make old cards good, bad, whatever. Let's see, Infect, GW. All right, let's go off to the sideboard. Oh, poor guy. I know how that feels. Infect has a way of doing that. So to answer your question, I'm sure there's plenty that I haven't picked up. Alrighty, let's bring in these. We'll bring in Sunlance. We'll bring in Holy Lights. I don't think I want to bring in Prismatic. We don't need any lands. I'm going to lose 2 of these ladies. I can draw a card, but gaining the life isn't that important here. Angelic Renewal I'll probably get rid of. And let me do a supply, maybe a Seraph. Don't want to lose too many creatures, but I want to have a lot of hate here. Just double check that I didn't leave any hate back. All right, here we go. Cooper the Red, I might watch. He's gonna just. It's such a. Usually there's 12 creatures, and you know 1/3 of them are artifact, and I think we've got enough hate. We'll see. If I crash and burn, then I'll follow your advice, Nim Chimpskey. I think you've played against this deck, right? Anything you want to see from Modern Horizons 2 other than it destroying formats? I've always wanted to see a downgrade in, what's that card? A Vampire Nighthawk. I think that's could be Pauper legal and fun. Maybe finally give black players a reason to nudge that horrible rat out of the format. Come on, opponent. Good grief. Slowest playing Infect player of all time. Yeah, I think that's ripe for a downgrade. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I've got like 3 decks I want to show you guys, so it should be a fun month. Dude, what is going on here, man? He's just like submit the deck and then go wash the car. All right, let's see. We've got 2 bits. We'll keep this. Might not be enough, but that Holy Light could really do a 3-for-1. Are you going to start bringing out your paper Pauper decks with Mystical Archive cards? I might. Got all kinds of plans, but whenever we do a physical paper show, super hard to set up. The logistics are all over the place because it's not turnkey like this is. I've got everything set in stone and I know exactly what I need to do all the time. But I guess we set this out. Would have been nice to top deck a Sunlance there, but those shows just, you know, we get asked for them about twice a year. We do them, and the ratings just go bonk like that. But boy, my son made a mono blue commander deck with, gosh, what's that? Thassa as the, you know, indestructible commander, chock full of counter spells and blink effects, and God, I thought his last deck was unbeatable. This one's just, it's ridiculous. I have to get super lucky and he has to draw bad. I win like 1 in 5 games against him. It's almost getting to the not fun point, but I'm really proud of him, and he's kicking the old man's butt pretty steadily now at commander. All right, how much are we going to take here? We saw a groundswell early, so this could be upwards of 5 to 8 damage coming through. Let's see. All right, old school, giant growth with the old school art too. Oh, I would argue that Bone Picker seems even better than Nighthawk. 1 mana for pretty much the same thing. Alrighty. Well, we're hurting now, aren't we? I want to leave open that I've got an answer for something. 4 cards. That's scary, isn't it? All right. I've got to hit that unmake mana. Often thought that maybe unmake could leave and you could go in with 3 and 4 numbers, 3 and 4 of Crib Swap, because it pretty much does the same thing and it's not so mana hungry. Unmake's the hardest spell to cast in the list, so. Real life stream closes one door but opens another. Yeah. This is all true. Yeah, we're never going to abandon those, but like I said, they're just a few times a year. I give everybody a pretty big heads up because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm going to do the little bluff here, like I've got an answer, but I want you to waste pump on it so that we maybe only go to 5 infect here. Old school tricks from an old school player. Here we go. We go up to half dead. Alrighty. Well, how good's Holy Light looking now, huh? I think we're going to change our play. However, do we do it main phase? Because if he's got pump, I don't want to take it. I think we do it main phase. Yeah. I'm doing this because if he has like vines or something, we actually live. Seems a little awkward, but I love that watercolor art. That's good stuff. If he can save both his dudes, we're going to have a tough go of it. Hey, all right. That worked out good. So now we've got plenty of removal. Mindstone backup. Good times. I always feel for infect players. I've been on that side of it so many times. Got like 17 lands and you draw like 5 in a row when your opponent's at like 9 infect. Who hasn't been there? And that's kind of what that Oompa Loompa song's about. Instead of Oompa Loompa Doopa Dee Doo, I said screw flood, mulligan too. I've got a magic puzzle for you. Something like that. I forget the lyrics already. Hey, Rady, let's do this to this. Let's get some mana going here. Holy Light. Never seen the card? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's an old school show today, I tell you. Yep. Non-white creatures get -1/1. I love that. I want to see more of the Book of Tal. Bathed in hollow light, the infidels looked upon the impurities of the souls and despaired. Epic. All right, so we can crack that, draw a card, gain 5 life. Not that it's really going to matter against this list, but we have so much life gain that we should never lose to burn in theory. I'm sure it can happen, but it's obviously not good against infect, and there's so much life gain that you can't really side much of it out. That's why I kept the scrolls in just for the card draw. Go find our removal quick. Problem with this list against an infect list, I mean, we got a concession last game, but the life gain doesn't do us anything, but then on top of that, we can't really hit that hard that fast. It's just a grindy, and then all of a sudden you've got 8/8 angels because of that mothership that comes in and just starts smashing faces. But good times. Alrighty, we are waiting to respond to life. I do not understand this. I think I'm just going to crack this immediately. And then I'm going to crack this. Just want to get our lands out, find our big dude, and go from there. Point. Come on. Go and gain 5 life. All right. Now we got some reason to attack. And vigilance is pretty cool. One of the notes Residentzombie gave me was never lose Segovian Angel except maybe against mono black decks. So I'm just going to take him at his word, and that's how we're going to play today. But it is weird that he only has 2 of them. They seem like kind of a go-to, but I guess they only get better towards the very, very end of the game. So Celestial Flare is so good against Infect just because, you know, Vines doesn't get him out of the trick. So we'll play a little bit of Possum here. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana up. Got to keep that flared up. What do we have here? What is this? What? All right, well, I'll just gain the life then. I mean, could just draw the card. No. We're still in our main, so we'll just use that mana for the changeling. Celestial Flare, Ric Flair. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be pretty funny. Just have his picture in there going woo. Make for a good little meme, right? It's that kind of stuff that if you do it right, it ends up taking like 2 hours of your day and rendering and everything. And I mean, it makes for a great stuff. But that's why I love Propaganda, because I can replay these things that took me hours and hours, and sometimes days to do. I always crack up when somebody's like, "Why don't you do a video on this?" And I'm just like, "Cause that's like 4 days." You're just grinding super time craziness. I only know the guy from your shows. Oh, interesting, Dreamer Stingo. I turned myself into removal. Marty. Yeah, I gotta catch up on Rick and Morty. I saw them. I think I saw all the first season, a little bit of the second. I just loved almost every show, and then my subscription ran out. So one of these days, Netflix or something. We're subscribed to too many things. We've got Disney, Prime, and Netflix. And it's pretty ridiculous. Okay, I think he's kind of going for an alpha strike here, but we've got Celestial Flare, so we can feign like we don't. We're probably going to get a concession here if the Flare works and he doesn't have... gosh, what would he need? A hasted green creature? No, Uktabi Drake off the top would probably do it. That'd scare the crap out of me. Then my Unmake wouldn't work. All right. He's getting all kinds of protection. I've been here too, man, when you're like, okay, I'm protected from your whole deck. I've got lethal. Here I come. And the person's got Celestial Flare. So crop rotation. Yeah, but it would have to have haste. But I know what you mean. Boink. Boop, boop. Huzzah! If that's a thing. Now we know why he's taking his time. Let's see. What is it? Sacred Light? Gilded Light? Target player gains Shroud until the end of turn, I think it is. I think that is Pauper legal, but it's a white card. Haha! All right. Well, we haven't really hit very hard. I think we've done a grand total of like 7 or 8 damage, but we do get the W. So we'll go off to game 2 because I think that'll probably be an example of one of our fastest games that we're going to play against here today. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the Oompa Loompas. Yeah, those kind of edits just, man, they take a while. So, yeah, we'll go over the deck list here as we're waiting for the next player. Howdy, y'all, says Atlantius TV. Good to see you again. Dreamer Stingo Shiraz, Nim Chimpskey, Octivocarine, and Tuadrujit 917. Good times. Yeah, so I've always had to do a little double take on this pretty lady over here. Hello, interface, let's go. Oh, that's always the case. All right. I never played this game. Dishwashing. I like it. Keep. 3-land hand. Good times. We've got draw. We got removal. And we've got a pretty big heavy hitter here. Maybe we are going up against the deck I was just talking about, right? Maybe. Here we go. Life gain might be a thing here as we look across from an Is It player. The volatile Ford in the house. And we'll drop the supplies here. Or should we? Maybe we should do the angel thing, eh? Yeah, let's drop the supplies. Here we go. Yeah, we'll drop the page next turn. Okay, that's a good sign. I think this might be that deck I was talking about. That's so arrogant. It could be so many decks at this point, but usually when there's a new card, new set comes out, and something 5-0s, it's you start seeing a lot of it. And so far, this looks like it. What's that card again? I keep forgetting the damn name of it. Drive me nuts. Okay, let's bring out our page. And I think I'm just going to drop my... I'm going to counter a angelic page. Awesome. I'll just bring this out then. And play the real angel next turn. Serpentine curve. That's the one. Serpentine curve. Yeah, I was just flabbergasted when I removed the yard and then they flung it at me and I'm like, okay, it doesn't work. And then I was like, oh my God, it says, yeah, I think this is it. So cool. This is the deck I was thinking of playing today, and you guys will still get to see it work. As we show what they're showing. A little bit different. Actually, no, it isn't. It's the same. Rocking all 4 pieces of the puzzle. So I will not be bringing in Relic if this is Serpentine, because it just makes no sense. But you can gain enough life with this list that I might be able to stay ahead of the curve here, so hopefully we can do that. We don't have any hand disruptions. I actually give the edge to our opponent here. We could do that. We'll rock this. We'll get our life lady out here. As our life total crawls back to life, but we're probably a few screds away from her saying bye-bye. Counting exiled cards feels like a deck intended for Pauper. Mr. Duct Tape, got a list for that Is It list? Oh, it's on the mothership. I know it's the recent league lists that MTGO Online has. Yeah. I mean, I have one, but I have to dig it up. Hang out end of the show. I can show it to you. Pillar of Flame. 2 damage to any target. Exile instead. Wonder why they have that in there. Okay, it's different, but I'm pretty sure it's the same engine. And they do have the Goblin Wizardry or whatever they new not new, but semi-new prowess 2 goblin dudes thingy, weird whatever it is. Good times. I'm just gonna want to keep gaining life here. Meow, says John Gazebo. Do angels meow? I guess that would. What the hell is that thing? Some harpy rat? Alright, here we go. Attacking, gaining some life. That Serpentine really hits hard. So I'm going to kill my scroll, draw a card, gain 5 life. Alright, we got some protection here. Tempted to keep this up to just eat our own dude if they've got just enough to kill us. Not quite sure what the right play there would be, but I think I'm going to drop a Mind Stone instead, because then we'll have both options. I can still do it, and we can stave off and flip the stone, or if we need to. Not even sure if that's the right play at this stage. Probably want to just keep building up mana, but aha! I have no idea why Pillar of Flames. Mine doesn't run that. 30 life. We are not safe. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Uh-oh. Maybe I will need to use my last breath on our dude here. There it is. Okay. So there's a 12-12. There's a 12-12. Now, normally it's bigger, and then they just fling you with it, and you don't even need the creature to be there, sort of thing. So, well, we've got stave off. think I want to draw a card here. Find some removal here quick. Stave off's quick option. Let's trip the supplies. Let's play an ornament. And we're going to gain 2 life regardless, so yeah, we're going to be taking a wallop of damage. I really need to draw the goods here. Yeah, if you're going to play it the creature style, I think you need either Reckless Charge or the Jumpstart one. You don't want to get too heavy-handed with that. You really want to be digging most of the time with that deck. But how cool is Pauper now? I mean, we've got fractal like tokens. We're beholding the multiverse every other game, it seems like. It's getting pretty sciencey in a cool way. It's neat. It's very cool when new cards come out that actually truly make new decks. Like, that's the card in that deck, and to what it's known for. It's pretty crazy. So I do this sometimes, and it catches people off guard, but I want to do my combat trick first to see if they're going to counter it or not, because then that'll change my mind on what I do. So we'll call blue. I think that's blue, right? What does this say here? Put a blue. Okay, so yeah, it's blue and green. Just wanted to make sure. So you might have bounce, as we're going to take 10 here. Boom, boom. Bum, bum. Bum, ba, bum. Alrighty. I'm just going to do this main here, guys. Yeah, that's what I paid for. Yikes. Alright. Boy. Guess we drop Mind Stone and trip it. I need to find stuff. That's not stuff. I don't think we're going to live here. 5 cards. Good news is they used Counterspell on that silly angel early on the angelic page, so there might be hope that our opponent's a little counter happy. But that wasn't one of those times. But man, when you lose, if you're going to lose, it's always cool to lose to the new cool decks. Not some old classic that you've supposedly prepared for, right? Here comes 24 damage. I'll still take 10 of it. Our angel says bye-bye. Probably should have popped out Renewal there. I don't know. I'm just digging for removal here. Last Breath's not doing much of anything. So sideboarding, definitely prismatic time against a deck like this that hits so darn hard. Buy you some turns to go find that removal. Yeah, check out the wording on this too. It's like total number of instant and sorcery cards you own in exile and in your graveyard. Ugh, man, oh man, brutal. So, word to the wise: don't bring in relics. I mean, I guess you could turn off frantic inventory and stuff, but it just seems like a bit of a sideways move. Alrighty. Well, that's part of what we need, right? Let's do this. He's probably got a counter by now with all these cards they've drawn, so. Yeah, it could be. It's a pretty good call there, Cooper the Red. Alright, we'll scoop here. He's got us. As we lose to Serpentine. I'll just call it Serpentor. That's what I would call it. Any old school. Whoa, what's going on here? That was strange. Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to need Last Breath here. I like Celestial Flare will be really good again. And Prismatic Strains will be really good. However, what shall we lose? That makes good. Oh, this is good. Draw, good. Yeah, I could block and maybe I get rid of 1 Angelic Renewal. And I'll lose one supply. Oh yeah, Dreamer's Tango. Good point. I never was into G.I. Joe the toy, but I really liked the cartoon when I was a kid. And the movie was always cool. I think the Transformer movie and the G.I. Joe movie, old school back in the day, the old first animated ones, those were pretty revolutionary to kids. It was like, holy crap, go to the movies and watch our show. You know what, I'm going to keep this just because it's such a mana-hungry deck. We've got a first turn draw. I'll keep. We don't have much of anything, but our opponent takes quite a while to get going, so I just want to make sure that we don't lose the land drop here. Most lists, I think this would look a little heavy-handed, but I'll be all right. Serpentor. All right. I'm going to get our mana right first. Bring this out. I'm going to try not to hit that stone unless I really need to top deck into something quite a few turns from needing much. However, last time they countered our Angelic Page. I wonder if they'll do it this time. We'll soon find out. Boy, that is a pretty courtyard, isn't it? I like the storm coming in the background. All right, here we go. Angelic Page. Here comes the counterspell. Everybody knows Angelic Page beats you in one turn. And we shall accelerate. Spare supplies. Angel's holding these little backpacks. It's like, good luck getting off the ground there. All right, we got one part of the problem. Deck has a surprising amount of answers and removal. I didn't really see too many of them last game, but yeah. Anybody else a fan of the G.I. Joe movie from the 80s? Show your age in the chat now, sort of thing. I guess you could always watch it on YouTube and such. Boy, they really don't like Angelic Pages. There's the real deal. We got 5, one away. Let's see what we have to say. Draw this. Ooh, another one. I'm going to keep my Mind Stone unchecked there in case we top deck a land. I really want to get that Valor going. And we need our mana. Not too worried about a 2/2 Serpent right now. Yeah. I was the same. I think the biggest shocker was of any like 80s cartoon made movie was definitely Transformers. I mean, they just eviscerated that entire catalog of toys. It's a funny backstory behind that. I don't know if I talked about this on the show, but it was like the heads at Hasbro or wherever were just like, yeah, we got to sell a new line of toys and kill off these other ones. And it was just like all these beloved characters. I remember just bawling when Optimus Prime died. I was just like, what? And Starscream just gets incinerated. I was like, holy crap, they're pulling no punches. And then Orson Welles as Unicron. How appropriate was that? The guy was almost as big as Unicron. I did not. Oh, you did not see the movie? Oh, Nim Chimpskey. Come on. You still haven't seen it? Or you didn't see it then? I would say spoiler alert, but it's about 30 years ago, so not much of a need. Oh, wow. Yeah, I would check it out. It's pretty crazy. Okay, we're getting into scary territory here. Not. Y'all know I don't really like dinosaurs and magic. I don't like sharks either. I don't know why. Just doesn't feel like the universe, even though it's kind of a multiverse. Yeah, I sold my whole collection, gosh, like 18 years ago, and don't regret it at all. But it was funny what sold the most, because I had pretty much everything. And what sold the most was the stuff that I would mail in, like a catalog for and stuff. It's very strange. Like you'd send in these little clippings, and then they'd send you back like 8 weeks later in the mail, last priority sort of mail. You'd get this really almost like a cereal box quality Transformer, but man, nobody had them, and I like had all of the stuff and all the papers and all the things, and so it was surprising how much those got compared to the regulars. Hi. I don't understand. Dream. Oh, I see. It's at them. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll just see if we can keep this alive. If not, we've got another one right behind it. Red. They're pulling out all kinds of interesting cards, aren't they? Harvest Prize showing up. And I saw Stowaway on Netflix, and pretty good space movie. I wouldn't go out there and recommend it, but I thought it was very one of the more realistic space movies. They took a lot of the things that you can almost just roll your eyes at and go, okay, that person's going to survive that, and they completely kind of flipped it on its head, and I was pretty surprised. But again, not something you go out and see it right now sort of movie. All right, I want to get another angel up. As we have protection here. Next turn, we'll start turning these into 4/6s and then 5/7s and so on. Okay. Attack. Always yield on these. I'll say no for now. We've only got 2. And that's so burly, it puts a counter on an attacking creature. Quite the combat trick. I've seen Residentzombie attack me sometimes way late in the game, and man, he trips that like 3 or 4 times with like 12 mana. It's like, holy crap. It's permanent giant growth for everyone. Pretty crazy. I was just thinking about the absurd shipping and handling back then. Oh, yeah, I know. I would tell you guys, I always thought it would be funny to, in the States here, whenever you mail something, it gets first priority stamp on it. And it's like, I don't know. I take that word a little more seriously than most, I guess, because to me, first priority sounds important, and it's like one of the last things you get in the mail in the States here. So I always thought it'd be kind of funny to just, have an actual post office label, like if you don't like somebody and you owe them something and you send it to them and it's called last priority, and it's like guaranteed to take 7 months or longer, but it is in the mail, so legally you're fine. I thought that would be pretty cool. All right, let's see if we can keep this going here. We'll rock like this. I think we're just going to bring out I'll bring out this lady. I will attack like this, and I will pay 3 on this. Yes. Okay, it worked. I'm like, so literally the first time I've ever done that. So I was like, where did it go? There's 2 triggers. What's going on here? All right. I'll block, and the Angelic Renewal can't really be countered, so pretty good, safe there. I think Royal Mail offer that service for free in the UK. Oh. I'd be surprised. Hey, there's a flyer. Oh, that kind of blows. Boy, what a colorful cast of characters. We've got a serpent made of some sort of fractal glass. We've got a strange gooey man, and then a spooky Harry Potter-esque ghost. That should have been in Strixhaven. I mean, that looks just like those things in Harry Potter. Okay. Oh, interesting. Well, I guess I won't be blocking with that. That's an interesting play. Unless they can just flat out kill it right now. They can. All right. I like how Angelic Renewal doesn't even let you fall for the trap. It's like, nope. The way that goes down, it don't work. Careful here, folks. You don't want to give your opponents the boost. Yeah. So our robot recommends our YouTube channel. I think that was one of my proudest moments as a content creator, was when we got out of the sewers of the internet, meaning like, youtube.com/blah, blah, 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 blah. It was just propaganda. It was like, oh man, it felt so clean. Now, I'm going to block that. Boy, we need some answers here. I'll draw a card here. Come on, give me an answer. That's pretty cool. I don't mind seeing that. But we'll gain 5 life. Get out of range here. Do we want to do that? I think we do. Hopefully only that big fractal thing comes at us. Feels like I'm playing with a Sarah Angel. Even kind of has the same art. Wonder if that's the same artist. Antonio blah 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 blah. If you put the postal code in the wrong province on a piece of mail and we travel back, it gets to where it's supposed to go. Yeah, I've done that before. Just in town to friends. Put your return address as the destination or vice versa, and then leave it in the mail. Like, return to sender. Come on, just the fractal. Come on. Damn it. Nope. Nope. I guess we'll take 11 here. And hope they don't have a trick. Let me block here and here. We'll save our thing for next turn. As we stave off here, calling blue. Probably going to eat some sort of removal or counterspell, but okay, well, I'll do that. We'll say yes. Get our little angel back. Still been blocked. Yield through, and now that will hopefully be dead. And next turn, our Celestial Flare plan will work, because I did not want to make it chumpy 1-1 there. Yikes. Mall creatures. I didn't really see anything with first strike there, Cooper the Red, so... Shoot. 1, 2, 3. I don't want him to attack with anything, so I'm not going to attack. I just really want to encourage him to just come at me with that Glass Serpent. 1 card in their hand, 1 card in ours. Hopefully it's not a counterspell. We have not seen one yet, though. And Preordained does not bode well. Dang it. Where's our Prismatic, huh? These guys are so goofy looking. Pretty cool artwork there by the artist Izzy. They don't look that intelligent. They look like they could smell like crazy. Some sort of bloodhound goblin, right? Boiler Work showing up. Sir Angel was supposed to bring Serrated Sword, but nobody told Douglas Schuler. Key. No. No. And no. Phantasmal Bear, I might be able to do that. Alright. We're going to take some damage here. We will block here. And we will, I guess, block here. Let's see what happens. They look like they have terrible allergies. Oh, yeah, these ones. Good call. Okay, one of these turns, our Celestial Flare plan will work. It's like our opponent knows what we've got. Yay! Oh, that feels so clean. I'm going to wait again. This is a very patient deck. That's probably why I haven't played it yet. Today's a new day, folks. I'm a patient person, I tell you. Said no one ever named me. Yikes. Well, let's try and save it with Strands. Maybe we'll eat some damage here. Okay. Don't know if this is quite worth protecting, but I'll do it again. You got some more there, Governor? There's a red. Boink. Come on, Serpent. We've eaten your best counter magic, and now we will Ric Flair you. Can I get a woo? Our opponent's hell bent. And here comes Ric Flair. Booyah! Patience is your middle name, Captain. Yeah, my first name is M. Or In. Yeah. That's what I should have been named. All right, here we go. Let's attack like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, and stuff. Yeah, Cap. Here we go. Boink. I encourage this. Yes. I'll say okay. And then I'll do it again. Can I do it again? No, can't do it again. I wish. How's that worded? Put A. Okay. Not put up to. Hey, Super Pooper 23 is in the house. Good to see ya. We're playing Angels, courtesy of Residentzombie's list. Pretty sweet stuff. Undying. Opponent's hellbent. We've got some cards that we don't need. Let's go turn it into something. Yeah. All right, cool. We got some life coming up. Angel of Mercy. Angel of Mercy. Yeah, Super Pooper. I think that's a pretty common thing. It's like anybody that has like a deck. Like I can put people away pretty good with Wide Infect, but yet good players will try to play that same list, and a lot of times just like they're like, I don't get it. And I think this Angel list is that way. But over and over again, it never gets off fast. It's just that prodding, just and then it comes back and squishes you. Let's go get our lands right. Opponent's hellbent again, so I'm feeling pretty good here. I'm not going to get too greedy. I'm going to just play this Angel of Mercy out. We'll gain some life with these dudes. So we go all the way up to 15. And I'll just attack here. Could be for 6. Don't have the math, but we will next turn. Come on, block. Cool. Take them down. And next turn, we're coming over for like almost lethal, I think. Let's see, that'll be 6, 7, 8. And then 12 up. We'll be 1 off if we 3, 6. Yeah, we can pump up all the Angels next turn. So stoke the fires of war. Oh my God, he missed it. What? Oh, burn white borders. All right. Where does it? Oh, okay. It has been obtained. Burn it. All right, buddy. Here we go. Perfect timing too. Actually, we've got one more game to win. After that, take your choice, my friend. It was in the chat, and it was you, Little Fight, right? Wait, no. Redeemed. Everyone. Who did it? Blaze it. I redeemed. Okay, gotcha. All right. Little Fight, how fitting. So we've got our choices here of here comes the fire alarm. So excited. We've got, these are your choices, but I don't want our opponent to quit. So let's finish this game and then we will do it. It'll be a propaganda first, and very fitting that it's Little Fight. All right, so we're already kind of boarded and set. So I'm going to just say submit. Yeah, this is going to be cool. So yeah, we've got COP Black. We've got Counterspell, Gravedigger, Nausea, A Plains, Pestilence, Sandstorm, and Dark Ritual. Those are our choices for this round. Probably be good for like this year, to be honest. I got the plate here. I got the Wand of Fire. We are ready to ignite. Yeah, we can keep this. Good lordy, that's an awkward hand, isn't it? Clunk, 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 clunk. I'm going to send this back. We really don't have... We have like a 3 card hand here. We're going to mulligan this. Yuck. Come on, deck. Don't do this. Mulligan. All right, keep. We'll get rid of the Angel and a Plane, and we're done. I actually feel a lot better about this hand than the others. Hiya. Yeah, that Gravedigger is atrocious. I agree with Dreamer Stango. That thing's got to go, but maybe not today. It's up to Little Fight for his hard-earned points. But make sure to @Pauperganda me with your request so I don't miss it in the chat, because we've got a pretty busy chat today. So, hee-haw. I'm so excited. How cool. It's funny where the first thing to go up in flames, you'd think it'd be more fitting for like a burn show. Boy, they really don't like these little angels. I'm glad they're using good removal on them. But I just think it's funny we're like gaining all this life, and then that's the day that we burn them. So Nocturnal 2032. You're gonna shed a tear when I burn it. It might be worth it to send whiteboard COP red over to you in the US for me. I vote Pestilence, says Knatch R&D. That card ruined my last Friday Night Magic. Nice. Yep. Pestilence is no joke. All right, we're curving out pretty nicely here. Here we are. Now, there is a line I won't cross, because I am playing a white-bordered Hypnotic Spectre in my commander list, and I would never burn that. Just so you purists know that I'm kind of a cardboard racist. I hate white borders. Don't know why. I think it's just the grittiness the older cards have, and you can just see the filth on the edges, and it's like, ugh. And I'm not that big of a germaphobe or anything. I'm not at all, really. But how many points does it take to burn that one Hypno? Oh my gosh. You'd have to send me a few black bordered ones that of the old ones to burn that one. That would be tragic. Okay. Let's draw a card and set up for another draw here. Come on, we just need one more mana. I'm sure that way our opponent's playing, that first Seraph will probably go down to a counter spell, but it looks like we're both struggling to hit that fourth land drop, but we shall see. I'm so excited, Little Fight. That's so cool. It was you that did it. Beta Spectre would be worth it. As a new MTG player, I really love whiteboarded cards. It feels like I'm playing with a piece of MTG history. Oh, you're making me feel bad, Izzy 24. It's I see what you're saying. But you know, who hasn't been or even looked at your own collection and realized, my goodness, I've got to really consolidate here or give these away to new players and stuff. And I've done that aplenty too. So, man, we're just stuck. Well, I can just sacrifice this and draw a card. I'm going to do it. Who needs 5 life? I want to hit my land. I said I want to hit a land drop. Come on now. Get. Oh, geez. Well, I'm kind of glad we did that, because that's 2 turns sooner of being depressed. This is going to be cool. Man, I've got the stool near the fire alarm, and I've got one of my masks hanging over the fire alarm. This is kind of an eyesore, so I think we have like 44 masks in this house. You guys saw me make one in the Gray Merchant mask. I've done 2 Avatar masks. I've done the Blue Spirit, and I've done Amon from the villain. Both my kids have those in their room. All right, well, we got this. Cool. And I think I'm going to rock with Oblivion Ring here. Yeah. Oh, cool. Little Fight. Yeah, there's some pretty good ones. I swear, it just feels like Kaldheim just came out. We're getting kind of an embarrassment of riches from Wizards. So, Little Fight, what's your choice, man? I have yet to see, my friend. See. One more mana. Okay. We've got an opening. Let's take it. I'm not too worried about prowess with 3 cards in their hand. Anyone you're particularly excited to use? Oh, I need to look them over. Yeah, we'll go over it right at the... Oh, and hey, anybody that's on Twitch knows how to make clips. I think I have it set up for anybody to make them. When we do it, can somebody just make a clip of it? It'd be pretty cool. Just Google how to do it if you don't know. Oh, down goes the angel. Smackaroni. 3 to go. 1 more mana and we can unmake Celestial Flare combo. Probably got a counterspell looking across from us, so. No, I don't have any of those Nocturnal 32. I'm sure I've got in my son's room. We've got boxes and boxes. I'm sure if I dug through them, I could eventually find one. But I'm going to bring out another one. See how much time they've got. Pretty hard to get by a 2-4, but he's proven he can do it so far. Pillar of Flame doing some work. I will at the break, but we'll just make it a whole thing. So just be ready on the spot. Alt X to clip and then trim the last 2 minutes. Broadcasted. Ultivolcorine with the knowledge. Thank you. What do we have going on here? Teach by example. Some little owl mage. Who did that? Oh, no. Look at this combo off. Man. This just got really scary. Booyah. Booyah. Damn. I wish that Seraph hit for 3. Wolverine, brother of Wolverine. All right, we'll take 1. It's not looking good, folks. We need a lot of help. It's our heroes in big trouble. Well, we could do that. I think I've got to pull the trigger now on that, right? I don't even want him to have a 1-1. One more mana would be so nice. I just got to sit back and take our lumps here. Can't have many more left. Come on, hit lands. Be flooded. Not that. Yikes. Do you have the reward set? One stream? I tried to, but it was out of stock. Yes, yeah, it's 1 per stream. I just didn't want to overdo it. So I don't think I'll trip the fire alarm, but I don't know. I've never burned a magic card before, really. And but I'm in a pretty tight space, and our alarms here are pretty sensitive. California's got some crazy safety standards, and so like every room has one, and which is great. But man, when they, you know, what's the worst is when somebody's being in a podcast or they're being interviewed, especially during all this COVID stuff, and you hear that fire alarm reminder, like you need to change the battery, and it goes off like every 10 seconds, and it's like, God, how do people live with that? It's ridiculous. All right, I'm just gonna eat it here. They've got too much direct damage. I don't want to fall for a surprise here. Yeah, I was thinking of that little fight, but I thought actually it'd be pretty funny to see me freak out and just make for a funnier thing overall. All right, well, that shows up a little late, don't it? I think the right play here is to... damn it. What do I do? 2 mana. They have a counterspell. I'm kind of screwed either way. I need to crib swap here. God, I really wish I hit a mana there. All right. We're scooping it up. We're 1-1. And now comes the time you've all been waiting for. Or should we do it after the break? No, we'll do it all right now. Okay, guys. As we're waiting on the program here. Hello. Man, this is just going crazy today. I don't know what's... this last update's really been screwing things up here. Okay. Here we go, folks. Woo! In round number 1, we have COP Black. Not too offensive, except for the border. We've got this almost Lucky Charms counterspell. We have, I think, would get my vote, because this is some terrible art. No offense to James... No, I'm sorry. Offense intended, James Barnenden. Your art is terrible. Do better. Then we have Nausea. Ain't so bad. Pretty pristine plains. This white border lives up to some... It's been loved. It's well, it hasn't been loved. There's barely anything on it. I was here, says Wolverine. We have Pestilence, probably probably the most expensive of the cards you could burn. We have Sandstorm, used to be a popular Pauper regular, and then we have Dark Ritual, which has very cool art, but it is really clashing with that white border. So those are the choices as we go with this real quickly. All right, the time has come. Little fight. What is your answer, pray tell? It's clip time. Woo! All right. My mama said all men were pyromaniacs. Burn the nausea. All right. Nausea is the first to go. We will give it its dues. It says, no fear, no sense, and soon no lunch. It's these nosed up goblins. Get it. All right, guys. I think I'll burn it from this corner on. And here we go, Clipperoonies. The first white bordered card burned on propaganda is nausea. I hope this doesn't smoke too much. Ooh, this is gonna smoke like crazy. And I'm going to... That hurt a little bit. Here we go. Get the other side going. It's going to get on my keyboard a little too much here. Woo! Down it goes. Let me grab the plate here so the ashes don't fall on my keyboard. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, all right. Well, no smoke yet. We ain't done. Hold on. Let's get the... It's going to smell like a campfire in my house. In my bedroom. It's going to be like, I know we just went camping, but... All right, here we go. Last little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a full burn. Here we go. Let's get these going. I'm going to probably burn myself and drop the thing. My keyboard is just getting ashes everywhere. Maybe this isn't the best idea. All right. It has been burnt. Thank you for that little fight. Woo! We have burnt the card anymore, and I think I'm going to burn myself. All right, guys. Let me get the ashes off my keyboard as it goes on my other side. And we're going to roll to a little coffee table magic from Conan O'Brien. Back in a bit.
I love looking through the bargain bin to see the coffee table books that nobody else bought.
Right.
The ones that were real duds that went nowhere.
Right.
Okay? We've collected the biggest stinkers from the holidays. These ones just didn't sell. You might see why when we start to show them. And we thought we'd share them with you right now, and I think you're going to enjoy them. For example, here's one. Didn't sell at all. It's called Butterflies That Sold Out. These are butterflies.
Oh, dude.
Dude, why? And look at this. Look at this one right here. A beautiful monarch, but no.
That's actually kind of pretty.
It actually is pretty. And then down here we got this guy. That's just why? Here's one. Shopping mall Santas without the beards or Santa outfits. This is them back in civilian life. It's just somehow not the same.
Yeah.
And there's this guy down here. Hey, he looks familiar.
Hey.
I know that guy. All right, self-parking cars are a big story at this year's Consumer Electronics Show. Cars that can just park themselves.
Yep.
Look at this one. Self-parking cars that are assholes.
Oh, my God.
Look at that thing.
That is not right.
Yeah, you don't take up 2 spots and then look at that. That's
On top of the Porsche.
Screw flood, pull again too. I've got a magic puzzle for you. Screw flood, what should you keep? Choose incorrectly, you will soon weep. What do you get when you keep 7 lands? A perfect curve from an opponent's hand. 4 mulligans, and we'll see what you get. 3 basic lands and a dumb bloodhead. Screw flood, what should you do? Bad luck is always opposing you. Screw flood, why the long face? 2 badger spells don't all have free trace.
And we're back. All right. Yeah, good idea on that full screener there, but I'll have to look into that. Man, it stinks in here. It's not a perfect burn. There's some ink and I A nose ritual. Talk about nausea. Yeah, we'll play first. We just played this person, didn't we? We're going to mulligan. And we'll keep. Let's see what we're going to get rid of. An Angel of Mercy is always the thing. Alrighty. Screw flood, screw flood. Thanks, Nim Chimpskey. Glad you guys like that. We'll keep this. We'll get rid of an Angel of Mercy, and we'll be done. Well, not done, but we'll lead off with a Crossroads. Woohoo! Yeah, I got -1/1 from nausea. Good, well said, Cooper the Red. All right. Yeah, needle nose pliers. Yeah, I've learned some things trying to do that. The dish was a must. I'm glad I remembered it. I was a little worried last week I didn't have it. And I'm like, oh, I hope nobody does it, because maybe I think I'm going to go from the bottom up next time. Or, I don't know. We'll see. Look to our community tab on YouTube for the aftermath of nausea. I'll show it on the plate as the first victim. Infect again. Yeah, I knew we played this guy. It's all right. These decks are gonna games are gonna go long, so I don't mind that we're gonna go up against a pretty fast deck here. Boop-a-doo. Burn cam. Mount it with propellants. That'd be pretty sweet. Alrighty, let's get our mana on board. We're really top heavy here. God, I hope he doesn't have much. Draw a card. I think I'm going to lead off with this. We're going to be hurting here. We might even be dead here, depending if it can really curve out here. Is there a way to allow links? I got the burn clip. Oh, yeah, send it to one of our mods. Little Fight or Shirazamon or Nim Chimpskey, I believe. Our Toothmakers in the chat. And any of them can repost it. We do that just to protect the kids that might be watching if some jerk shows up and does something inappropriate sort of thing. That's all. Other than that, it's the Wild West. And thank you for that, Volkarine. Burn, baby, burn. Very nice. Thank you so much for that. Big shout out to Volkarine. Courtesy. Very nice. Some medical clamps would be cool too. Long handles so they stay clamped. Yeah. I thought it'd be funny if either the alarm went off or I burnt like the edge of my finger and had to drop it on the keyboard and shenanigans ensue. But yeah, it's probably not the safest stream out there, is it? Alrighty, we still don't really have an answer here, folks. We might get one in this. Come on. Gosh, what? I don't think we have an answer at 2 because of that exile card is 2 or I think it's power curve on that's toughness of 2. All right. Are we going to live? I don't think so. Safety first. Safety be damned. Sorry for the air there. I had ashes on my mic. It's very scent heavy. Whew, man. All right. I think I got to open a window here. The audio might get bad, but I got to get some air in here. Hold on. The birds are a-chirping. And my face is probably a lot brighter. Alrighty. Those flames got me hungry for some grilled meat. All right, man. Thank you so much for the clip, my friend. I'll see you next week. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad we finally pulled that off. Yeah, check out the aftermath. Boop. Or I should put it like this. All right, here we are. My poor keyboard. It's filthy, I tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have a blocker, but we might be dead by then. Oh yeah, this is what's the card? Somebody's gonna get me before Elspeth Conquers Death, I believe it is. Yeah. My youngest has just been making some incredible strides as a young man. He's just been such a pleasure the last few months. All the reason not to with COVID and all this stuff, but boy, he's just really stepped up. So took him a couple weeks back and just kind of splurged on him, and with the notice that they can hang in your room 90% of the or 99% of the time, but on Saturday mornings, the old man might want one behind him to, mix it up a little bit. I don't think we're getting out of this race. I think Unknown 182 is getting their revenge on us. So, COVID O'Brien. Oh yeah, I could get some foils in there. All right, we ain't winning this race. It is time to quit. That's cheapest way out of this. Trip this. I don't even know of a scenario here where we can get out of this. Well, there's a blocker. Yeah, this is over. All right. We'll see. Infect again, and they get their revenge. We got them win-win last time. This time, maybe they'll get us. Foil fumes are probably more toxic. Wouldn't that be a fitting end? Streamer dies while burning card and toxic fumes. All right. I'll bring in Prismatic this time. I know it got some of you upset last time that I didn't have it in there. Flare's coming in. I like this for the draw. Stave off, probably cut one. Angelic Renewal can go. I'll lose one ornament. I'll lose one angel. I'll lose one supply. And 2 supply. And that does 3. I'll lose the other stave off. Well, let's go. Whew. No, they're pretty clean cards. I didn't have too much. They're not too offensive. Let's see what the worst bordered. Actually, no, they're all very pristine. They don't have any of those little dust grits on the corners and such. But so there we go. So the riddle has been answered. Nausea was the first to go. And it's burn all the edges off of it and make it a true black border card. Call it card therapy, right? Whew. Glad that. Need a fan in here. Not the best idea, but it makes for a funny show, I guess. 2 mana. Well, we've got a blocker, and we'll keep this. I'd really like to have 3 mana, but we'll make an exception. No teenage angst on the old card. Nope. Nope. That's right. I did play Magic when I was a teenager. I was about 19. Applying to at certain death. Why did he do that? Okay, we'll say, yep, here we go. If you need my attention in the chat, just @Pauper me so it shows up a little bolder, because sometimes I can get a little bit lost trying to play this strategy game. Talk a mile a minute and read. Here we go. Nausea goes down. Yeah, there's a preponderance of black cards. We had Nausea, Pestilence, Dark Ritual. I even had COP Black. All right, last breath. Gonna feel pretty good here. I'm just gonna get our mana right. Accelerate. Gonna need everything we can get. Remember, when you're playing Infect, I know I say it a lot, but if you're new to the show or new to Pauper, best to use your instant removal on your turn, because most of their protection threat boost answers do it all, and if you do it on their turn, then you're just quickening your life total, or I mean your Infect total, I should say. However, this might be the exception where I wait to see what he trips for the Augur, hoping that he doesn't have. I still think that might be an error, though. Yeah, I think I'll... Come on, white. Oh, gosh, I really needed a white source there. Just a white deck that doesn't have enough white mana. Frustrating. Yeah, see, the problem here, if you wait and let's say he trips it and pokes it on that one, then I last breath it in response while it's on the stack, and then he vines it, and it's like, game's kind of over at that point. But I could do this to that, to that, to that. Play the scroll. Oh, we're either going to lose real fast or whatnot. I'm going to lean on saving that last breath here. Sorry for the extra luminance in the shot. I have to have the window open. The birds are chirping. Thankfully, nobody's using a lawnmower or something. We're surrounded by all these parks, and the grass here just grows so crazy. And so they come out and mow it, the city once a week or whatever. And then there's these soccer playing dad residents that they go out and mow it like every 2 days to keep this like a perfect square of a soccer field mowed down. And it's kind of a common soundtrack of my town is either crows or lawnmowers. So sometimes when I'm trying to record VOs and things like that, it can get a little obnoxious when that goes down. Alrighty. All right, I think I can close the window here. Yeah. I can breathe a little bit better. Alrighty. Combat begins. Here we go. I want the holy light to show up. Train driving and pigeons. Yeah, pigeons sound nice. I tell you, the dove is it can be beautiful or just disgusting sounding. We have a lot of doves around here too, and they have quite a variety, but man, they have this one call that just sound like a wretch. They're like, bleh. Well, what are we doing here? We're just taking damage, I guess. Just EOT this. Yeah. Well, they can sound beautiful. I didn't even think it was a dove for the longest time, and then I saw one make that noise, and I was like, what? Because I'm so used to birds having like one call. In the Tahoe area, the Stellard's jays are everywhere, and they have a pretty obnoxious crack. All right, I guess I'll use it now. Try to do this. We might be dead. We might not be. Who knows? Yeah, Stellar's jays are pretty aggressive. And then the robin, which had I think it was the robin, very prominent in the Tahoe area. It goes, it always does that call. It's all summer long. Is this resolving? As we face off against the longest. They like to steal food. Oh, yeah, most birds do seem to be pretty darn smart. It worked. Boy, they really hate artifacts, huh? Right. Well, I guess they don't have vines. They just got a creature heavy draw, I guess. Cheeseburger bird. Thank you. Good lordy. Needed that mana. No, I'm just going to play the creatures out here. I guess I could, do ornament into page, but we've only have one infect. Our opponent's at 2 there. You know what? I think that's the better play here. I want to accelerate so that I can get a big beefy body out, which will probably die, but I'm fine with that. And yeah, let's just use up what mana we can here. Boop. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play Angel of Mercy next turn, and then the Augur will have some work to do. I wish that Sanctuary took off infect counters, but nope. I'm not quite sure if I brought this up a couple weeks back, but, a group of crows is called a murder. And then a group of ravens, I think, is called an inconvenience. Or it's something really weird like that. Someone wants to Google it real quick and correct me. But it's just like, so funny how many of these, any black bird just gets this horrible, name. And then like owls are like it's some courtroom thing. Like allegiance or what? No, it's not that. It's some stiffy old Victorian sort of courtroom sort of word for owls, and it's just funny how it's just kind of like pretty on the nose. I guess just racism in a weird sort of way, in an avian sense. A conspiracy of ravens? No, I don't think it's that. I don't know. Did you look it up? It's one of them has just the weirdest thing. It's called like, I think it's called an inconvenience or like just some like, God, who would choose that as a, just another moniker for a group of those, but oh well. Alrighty, are we going to be dead here? I guess a vines gets us to 9. Collective nouns, group of ravens. Treachery. Unkindness, that's the one. Thank you, Nim Chimpskey. Yeah. Isn't that clunky? Like, this group of birds. Yeah, I think in 100 years, I wouldn't come up with that just because it doesn't feel like it fits the verbiage of or the use of language. It's just clunky as hell. And unkindness. So, yeah. So now you know. Thousands know after a few YouTube days, right? An unkindness of ravens. But then what's the one for owls? A parliament. I think it's a parliament of owls. It's funny. You look at it, way back when these things were being coined, and it's like anything black just gets all this terrible press, and I just found it very interesting. Okay, we're just going to flood the board here with some goods. We'll play our Angel of Mercy next turn. Yes, indeed. My goodness, you'd think this guy is playing with force of wills. It's probably not even our opponent's fault, because I've been seeing this since this last, in quotes, update. The program seems to be running a lot slower and giving me options of crashing a lot more too. Options of crashing. Yeah, I guess we'll keep our page back for a combat trick. Might be able to keep our changeling alive. Probably not. But it might mean the difference, right? I know, Dreamer Stingo. That's a really good point. It's pretty silly to make a name for something that almost never happens. They are pretty solitary birds. I've been wanting to make I think they're called bat hotels. So I hate bugs and mosquitoes, and I love bats. You know, all know me, Mr. Halloween, all the time, 24/7. But you can make these they're about as big as a laptop, about 1.5 by 1.5 feet, about this thick, and there's all these little coves in it, and you just put it up on a big pole, and bats just flock to it and keep the mosquito count down, and there's YouTube videos on how to do it. I had to get around to doing that. I'm sure I'd need like 500 permits here in California to do it, and I'd probably, I won't go down that road. Time to block. Here we go. I'm going to keep my page alive longer, so I'll rock like this. We are at 8. This is getting close. It's got double mutagenic here. What's going on? That's very good advice there, Dreamer Stingo. Are there many bats in your area, propaganda? Yeah, I think pretty much globally there's, if you look up at the right time at, at dusk and such, there's a lot of times what people think are birds are bats, but hold on a minute here. Beefy Bonnie, 3/3. I think I'm going to go with the Angel of Mercy here. Sneaky mana availability. Here we go. Woo! I almost don't want to do anything. I'm going to attack with the changeling, and I'll keep the page back for just combat tricks, because we are at 8 infecting. Well, let's see. A Rancor, that'd be 5 coming over. I can't attack here. I just love bats. I think they're the coolest little dudes. Pretty cute, too. That was funny when I was teaching Aaron how to play, or Sapphire, if you guys know him, how to play Magic. One of his favorite cards when he first started, I mean, like the day or two he was really into it, he kept making these decks with partisan bats. So we still say like partisan bats. We say it all like energetically whenever we find one in our collection and stuff. It's just kind of one of those father-son cards. It just brings it back. I think Toothmaker and Nocturnal were visiting before the Pro Tour LA for Pauper, and we played a lot of Magic with them, and every time we'd put that down, be like, partisan bats. Barn at the stake. Rabies. Yeah, that scene from the Goonies. Good times. I will trade all day long. We might be able to win on time here the way our opponent's playing. All right, we will block here and hope for the best. Settle for the rest. Are we going to trade? I'm going to tap their mana with that Mamba. Alrighty. Ah, man, we need a lot of things. We need removal, we need mana. Don't want to trip my stuff. Well, there's another one. And I could trip that for life, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just go like this and play this Wrath of Dawn. I do think this deck might need one more mana. Bars and Bats. Yeah. Pretty cool artwork if I remember right. It just kept coming up. You know, like when you say something and it's a group of guys and you get that energy going and it, you know, day goes on and you just keep finding reasons why the reference will keep working, or just one of those things. We'll attack here. And I got to get some offense going. I'll do that. Cloud of Bats. A colony of bats. Oh. I wonder what place doesn't have bats. Probably like Arctic regions. I'd assume they don't want to get too cold. Yeah, I talk about, I forget what state's doing it. I think it's in Florida. I heard a news story about their, and this is just so Jurassic Park. It's like, humans, let's not do this. They're trying to like genetically modify, because the female mosquitoes are the only ones that bite, and they're trying to genetically modify something to where it's just like it takes that out of them. And I don't know, it was just it's like us messing with nature on that scale. It's like, yeah, it's a bad idea on so many fronts. Well, we have to block. I don't know what I'm waiting around for. Let's do it. It really ought to be a dugout of bats. Cloud of Bats sounds cool. I don't know if that's official or not. All right, we're dead. He got revenge on us. Yeah. We're just going to go to the next game here. My bladder's doing fine. It just, that kind of stuff just never seems to end well. Always good intentions, and then boom, all of a sudden, like, oh, the fish aren't eating, and then bees are dead, and then we're dead. Or something, you know, some cascade effect like that. Just think, at the end of the day, we're the problem. It's got to be less of us. That's why I like that. I like that show on Amazon Prime so much. There's 2 versions of it too, called Utopia. Because, yeah, the bad guy's evil and everything, but it's the best kind of like storytelling when you can kind of see where the position he's coming from. You're like, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It's evil as hell, but it's like it's a good point. Look at it. Look at this interface. It's still showing me like this old the preview monitor is just jacked. Jack the Fury. Yes. You know what? Maybe we need to start drawing with this list. We'll mulligan here. Alrighty. Here we go. Good hand. I'll probably get rid of Crib Swap. I like to have one creature there. And big mosquito. Well, I was wrong. Lizards are guts. Man, Super Pooper with a book. Keep this, and we'll throw this back, and we'll say done here, and we'll lead on with a plains. I would read, but it will take too long. Can you sum it up? Is it just an example of people doing what I was just talking about? Now, while I'm playing this, I would like to maybe lose maybe even 2 or 3 of the that backpack card, keep the Mind Stones, but and then add in maybe a land, one more land. Just feels a little clunky to me, but I don't know too much about the list, so. Alrighty, let's lead off with a Mind Stone and keep the mystery up until we drop the scroll, and then it's pretty obvious we're on Crazy Rogue. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. What are we up against here? Boros something or rather? Cooper the Red. The Inigo Montoya. Let me explain. There was too much. Let me sum up. In a little less than half an hour. I just watched that the other day. Oh, we got all kinds. Yeah, super pooper. Come on, opponents. And it can't be that players are this slow. It's just, does anybody know the inside details of what the update said it did? Because since Wednesday, I think I didn't play Wednesday or Thursday, which is rare for me. I was just like, not doing that. Because it was just like this, just lagging like crazy. Well, if they got a journey, this is going to be a quick game. If they don't, we've got a pretty good stall plan in hand. Always want to play the Sanctuary first. Yeehaw, here we go. Taking one. Gonna get it right back. Come on, let's just draw another land here. Well, I guess we'll be alright without it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And away we go. No journeys, please. I mean, we could always Oblivion Ring the journey. How did Pauper Classic Tuesdays end up treating you with this list? My bedtime happened before top 8. Oh, yeah. I was tinkering around. I don't know what I played. If it was I think it was this. Yeah, I crashed pretty hard. I think I went like 1-2, and then it just dropped. So, like I said, I usually pretty casual on Pauper Classic Tuesdays. Nothing against it, but I'd say only about 1 in 8 times do I really go there with like winning intentions. It's usually just kind of tinkering around with an idea, or hey, what about this, or trying these things out. And then oftentimes, if you like spoilers, it's usually the deck I'll play on Propaganda. Not always, but like I said, I've got, for you old schoolers out there that like to woo rats, I've always been intrigued with Unearth, not the card, the actual mechanic, and found a pretty good home for it in this yet another attempt at a mono black deck that isn't a mono black deck. 2, 3. Let's drop the ornament. Yeah. Let's drop the scroll. Then we'll play another scroll. Got to get our lands going here. Yeah, I'm that way too, Dreamer Stingo. And once in a while my rogue will get there and stuff. But to be honest, that's usually one of my dip into libation of choosing nights. And so I'm usually a tad bit tipsy around round 2 or 3 and to bed soon afterwards. Yeah, I've done that too, oftentimes. Being like the winner's bracket, and I just write to Arctic Ghost. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, I'm just too tired. Not so much anymore, but gosh, about a year back, I remember that was like I almost considered not doing it anymore because I was just starting to get so sleepy, but I adjusted. Sometimes I just get up so damn early. Sometimes I naturally wake up at like 4:30. It's like, that's too early. 5:30 is early. 4:30 is just inconvenient. Like, you middle of the day, you're just like feel like it's time for bed. Crazy. All right, let's get rid of some flyers here and start gaining some life. I guess we can trip this one and draw a card. Cool. Well, do I do that still? I I guess we'll just develop some more. Oblivion Rings next turn, I tell ya. Yeah, Nichols and Pauperpedia on Facebook. Recommend a good follow there. Really good resource. Pauperpedia on Facebook, really good at just grabbing links, random stuff that you might be missing. There's just so much stuff between Discord and, you know, Pauper Brazil, Pauper Italy, MTG Pauper, just me, you know, all the other streamers. I know Snapbolt's been killing it lately. We got Cooper the Red. We got Spell Slam. There's all kinds of good friends out there. Chid3, which I have no idea why that guy's not more popular. Every time I go to his channel, I'm just like, God, just he's such a good brewer. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, all right, all right. Dang it. It's dead. All right, I get it. Yeah. It's frustrating. I think just the support might not have been there. It's rough when I still remember that. You know, you start out and you just put your heart and soul in everything, and you know, it's like 10 views, and you're just like, God, I just spent so much time on that. And I know the market's very precise with Pauper and stuff, but there's one thing I've been in my life. It's pretty persistent, and I believe actually we just passed Pauperganda's 5th or 6th, I think 6th birthday. I think it was 2016 or 15 in April. I should have made an event out of it. 1, 2, 3. I'll get rid of these pesky birdies. I want to keep that stave off mana here. I'll block and kill an Inspector and be able to, or maybe I'll just take out the Glinthawk and have a stave off mana back up here. We syndicated now. It's been a grind for sure. I think the key, though, is not overdoing it. You know, I was surprised when I did like 3 or 4 streams in a week when we were doing our Amazon push, but that I wasn't burned out, because oftentimes, like, I'll get a cool idea like on a Monday, and sometimes I'll do a surprise show, and then it's like that next show I'm just it's so much wind out of your sails. Not so much anymore. I don't know what, maybe that was just a phase I was going through, but all I know is that when the day comes by, I feel pretty eager to join you all and have a good time out here and stuff, so I think that's a good ratio. Slow and steady. Turtle logic wins the race, I say. The Syndicate. Alright, what are we up against here? Alright. Gonna play, eh? Let's block, let's say we keep our air power, right? We'll block here. We'll do this to this. And we'll stave off any sort of pain. I'm going to keep the Angelic, because we can at least grab Monarch next turn. Boop. We'll call white. Don't do that in the wrong order. Protect it from its own ability, right? Boop. Here we go. Here we are. 2 mana up. Don't know if we should hold that ring for the next flyer that shows up. I'm sure there's a Skyfisher in our near future. But with this draw, I think I'm just going to... I'll play the other page. Gain a life. We'll get rid of... I'll do it now. We'll get rid of the Sentinels. As we go in and grab our own form of Monarch Justice. Angels. Now I've played it all. But it takes, you know, somebody like Residentzombie or you or anybody watching out there, you know. I think it was asked earlier, you know, have you tried everything? It's like, no. It's kind of an infinite source when you have this many moving parts. And Somebody probably, I don't know how it started, maybe saw this card and goes, let me search for angels. And sure, he crashed and burned a lot. And then, as many of us in the chat have noted, it tends to beat most people he runs up against with it. So, definite acquired taste. Not the easiest to play correctly. Very quirky little deck, but pretty cool. Excuse me, I feel a sneeze coming on. Sorry about that. That nausea. The nausea fumes are going up my nose. Woo. I tell you, one thing I've been wanting to do is a lot more Ric Flair style propaganda, fun stuff, and it's incredibly problematic. There's just the visual, like not even any audio, and if you flop the video and you put filters on it and everything, it still gets flagged. He's got some crazy press people around him. If you watch the UFC too, it's getting a little outrageous in the crowds now, because crowds are a thing again. They're doing these Ric Flair woos, and it just, at first it's funny, and then it just kind of gets irritating. It's just like, good golly, just stop. Sun Chaser, interesting. Kind of I guess we'll bring in our Dust to Dust here. Make him trip up on mana a little bit. Give him less bounce targets. Normally you bring that in against Affinity, but somebody's just heavy-handed leaning on artifacts that way. You might be able to cripple them on turn 3. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Here we go. We need some firepower. Let's throw some backpacks on the ground and see what we get. Well, all right. Actually, let me do this here. And let's trip the stone. Trip the stone. Draw a card. All tapped out. All right. Got a big old fat flyer. This is fine. Hey. Do we trade with an inspector? I don't know. With all these, they do have journeys, so can't really lean on Angelic Renewal all that hard. Might be worth just trading for an inspector. Give them less bounce targets, but they're still going to have a target or the compass there when Skyfisher shows up. So, All right. Pretty cool art on the Mind Stone. Not by age, but by capacity is wisdom gained. Man, that's kind of creepy. It's the masses. The Horizon Canopy of Pauper. Yeehaw. Let's do it. Maybe they're holding up a bunch of prismatic strands, right? Yeah, it's got to be the program. Hopefully next week's show will be a lot quicker, because Wednesday's update might actually be an update, not a downgrade. What do you think is the best spell copy to teach by example in Pauper? Honestly, probably what we saw in, what was that, round 2 with the Serpent. I'm sure if I gave it more time, I could think of a better answer, but that's what, if it costs them a spell, we've got Angelic backup. Until then, we're just going to mow down some creatures. Our Angel of Mercy will trade. Unless it gets journeyed. Ooh, what do we have here? Searing Blaze would be pretty nasty for Dreamer Stango. That'd require a pretty perfect turn, though, but... Oh, better write down what we're playing against here. Down it goes. Cool. We'll bring it right back. Okay. Yep. Just so I can get Monarch. Gain some more life. Gonna trip those supplies, play the Angel, do the thing. Man, this is quite the grind. Gain the life. One of these years I'll start playing the Ponder's Ornaments effect. Here we go. I just want to get Monarch here. he wants to use a removal on the angelic page, that's fine. We can pretty much get back all of our life from last turn. Yeah, Goblin Grenade's a great idea. That I didn't know, Dreamer Stango. I was just assuming it, but I guess I assumed right about the kicker. Yeah. Oh god, Giga Drowse, that'd be pretty backbreaking in the right scenario. Come on, let's draw something good. Alright, more life, more land. I'm happy. 2-4. We need our big angel to show up and then we'll be good times. Yeah, Fire Blast. Or what's that? What's the one miracle red spell? Does 5 damage. That'd be pretty great right off the top. Something Thunder. Thunderstruck? Am I thinking of an AC/DC song? Could be. Man. I think this is going to win the award for grindiest face-off of the year for our stream. Got a mid-range Boros against mid-range Angels. That I don't know, Cooper the Red. Anybody in the chat? Rules aficionado? It's when we need Toothmaker around. Or my son. That kid's like a high-level judge. I keep telling him he's got to take those damn things and do that as his job, but then he'll just want to play at the tournament, so that'd almost be like torture, right? Surrounded by tournament magic and not being able to play it. Does he really not have it? Well, okay. I'll start mowing some stuff down here. I think we can stay ahead of this life game as long as our Angel of Mercy lives. And we still got supplies behind it. I'll start turning on that Bonder's Ornament pretty soon here. I keep saying that, but it never seems to go to fruition. Down goes the Angel. Maybe we should have kept Angelic Renewal. I wanted to get Monarch. Damn it. But I've been getting hit a lot, but it sure doesn't show on our life total. So we play another Seraph here, and we're going to be good to go. Boink. This will put a big stopper on everything. I'm going to attack first. Actually, I'm going to trip first. Yeah. Boink. So we come up with a trick. Okay. Attacking. Get back Monarch. I know the Guardian will just steal it back, but I'm going to slow their roll quite a bit if this gets through. Come on. Here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. Well, for you people that like grinds out there, I'm looking at you, Nim Chimpskey. This is probably a pretty fun stream. For me, my back's starting to hurt. Right about the time when I'm usually almost done, and we still have a whole other thing to go here. And this is the first game. Our opponent's at 13 minutes, so might just be able to time them out. Which is a thing, as I talk to Residentzombie. It happens fairly often. Too bad Last Breath couldn't hit the Guardian. Oh well. I'll save it for a Skyfisher, probably. Or that. Yeah, I'll use this probably as an end of turn power play to grab back Monarch. That's what, he's probably going to leave that Glint Hawk back on defense. Ah. So what do you guys... I mean, obviously, I'll probably call this deck Angels, but kind of want a little bit more flashy title than that, eh? All right, we'll block here. Hope they don't have Electricity. That'd be a backbreaker, huh? I don't even lose life at that with that play. That's pretty funny. End of turn, we'll go like this, and we'll zap this. Mono white Halomancer. That's pretty catchy. Halomancer. Angelmancer. All right. Now this is starting to feel like when Residentzombie plays it against me. This is like when you just get a lot of mana and you can do stuff. Pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the thing right here. Whoop. Bam. Sure, why not? I'm more likely to go like this. Draw another card. Angelic Grind. There's the lady. The lady of the hour. We'll get back Monarch. I'm just going to keep the Seraph back. Man, it's going to be a fun next few turns, and then Anointer comes online. Hopefully they're not holding a Journey. I think they would have used it on the Seraph. A little bit of a tempo play there, but... Angelic Grind. That would probably turn off more people than it would invite. Angelic Grind. I don't know. Would you guys tune into something that claimed to be a grind? It just so negative to me, but I'm such an impatient person. That might be a... Hey, look at that. We've got an answer for the grindiest of grinders in the Guardian. Too many G's in that sentence. Holy slog. That's why I love the chat, man. Just bring up a topic and the hive mind gets to work and booyah. I was just noticing though, like the funnier I name stuff, that seems to get the better views. Like hot dogs got quite a few views, and I don't know. This seems to be a thing. I have the name. Stairway to Heaven. Heavenly Aggro. Seraph Math. Trying to come up with a funny little rhyming moniker maybe. We've got the life. I'm going to start cutting some numbers here. My message. Nim Chimpskey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kablammy! I tapped that wrong. What an idiot. I should have kept open on Make Mana. Oh well. Here we go. I'm just going to do this. Actually. Yeah. We'll make it to where that Seraph can only be messed with. I'll do it, sir. Boink. Okay. Yes. Yeah, we're going to unmake it. I just tapped a little funky there, but we're still able to use our mana efficiently as we got 2 3/5s. Board's looking pretty formidable. Of course, we're one rally the peasants away from being like, oh crap, I should have blocked. Ornamental Angels. That'd be pretty funny. Too many words. Halo Control. Nah. Angels is on the nose. Angelic rhymes with angelic. Angelic heretics. Doesn't even make sense. I've always wanted there to be a little bit more lore about this the Gwyllian's vanity mirror, a bewitched piece of glass that traps the looker's soul and does away with the body. Terrifying. Like a Dorian Gray. Relic. Angelic Relic. Hell, you're right, Cooper the Red. My brain was just not going past that. I was like, I couldn't think past it. All right, our opponent's at 9 minutes. This is the very first game. We're at 16, even though Mr. Blabbermouth Baldy here is chattering up a storm, but darn it, now we need a... We've used both our Oblivion Rings. So that journey's going to hit unfairly. Jelly control. And jelly control. It's a good one too. Very nice. Sure, all right. This is quite the crowded battlefield. Bunch of angels and humans and birds running around. Skyfisher running around. Some dude inspecting everything. There, but Inspector. That card belongs in California. Inspect this. They won't let you. They won't let you build an overhang on your own property, but if you're homeless, you can build under like one of the major freeways, and nobody will ever come knocking. It's crazy. Let us do this. We'll block here, and then we'll just target itself. I want to use removal on this. That's great. Go through. Vacation Homeowners Association. Oh, Dreamer Stingle's killing it. That's a great one. Vacation Homeowners Association. God, I might have to make a card after that one. Lordy. I'm going to set our renewal out now. I'm going to do this before I forget. Get. Go and get. There we go. Hiya. Let's trip the supplies. Here comes an angel. Here comes back to life. I'm about to go Zabadoo with a friend. Not sure if I can see the end of the show. No problem, Nim Chimpskey. I definitely don't blame ya. It's a long one. I tell you, it's a doozy. Yeah, let's attack. I'll gain some life. 3-5. Nothing to sneeze at. We need to draw our Mama Angel. And maybe keep up the mana, and I trip this at the end. Yeah, I think we'll roll like that, just in case. We do have colored access with the Bonder's Ornament, so. Okay, there's another big fatty. Fatty McFat Fat. I don't know how these things get up in the air with toughness that... I guess it doesn't really relate that way, right? You can have a tough mind. Doesn't always have to be a big backside. I'm not even sure that we can all see the end of this match. Well, regardless, there's 7 minutes left, so it's a doozy. I'm proud of myself for sticking it out. I was afraid I'd only get like 2 matches in, and it would have been like hours later, right? Ooh, let's see. We can take one of these Skyfishers out. Let's do it. I'm going to block here. And we'll use the double page system on the Segovian Angel. Whop. Bam. Angelic Page. Shout out to Rebecca Guay. What an amazing artist she is. Cool. Their board is looking less and less. We're still at 28 life. They're at 35. This ain't going anywhere fast. And we'll pop this now. Let's draw a card. Okay. Our sources are all right. Don't think we need much more. Yes. 2, 3, 4. Let's just play this. Ooh, that's expensive. Come on. Booyah. 3, 5, 3, 5. Scoopa-dee-doo. I've got a magic puzzle for you. We'll attack with both of these. Guay's Angels. Pretty great. I like it. Yeah, I'd like it to be on that one. Yeah, let's spread the wealth around here. Sure. We'll put it on the little lady. Yes. There we go. Deluxe's Angel. Oh, it's not mine. Zombie Angel. That'd be a pretty fun because it's, Residentzombies list. Can't pay for the ability there, so we'll say nope. Collective nouns for angels, host or choir. Oh, thank you, Dreamer Stingo. Right on cue with the old talk of ravens and all these other things, right? What's cool about this, though, is that, yeah, he prevents the attack, but or the damage, but that counter sticks around. So now we've got a 2/2 vigilance. Actually, kind of a 4/4 with those pages on board. So I think a lot of the numbers are right in this. It's just a very, if you like this kind of deck, you really got to pay attention to that opening hand. Just take like 10 extra seconds and just make sure you've got 3 mana sources. Could be 2 lands and a rock, meaning just a mana source, but it's all about that opener. It does kind of serves a lot of different masters, as you say. So we see we're about 20 minutes into the first match from our opponent's clock. I think it's about a 40-minute first game here. Crazy. Choir control. That'd be pretty funny. It's not much of a control deck. It's definitely a grind, but I don't want to put the word grind in. I think we're just going to have to settle on Angels, Pauper. Click here for very long matches. Actually, we had 2 infect matches and our serpent opponent smashed us good. But this is kind of cool because, I guess the serpent's becoming part of the metagame. This is the first matchup where we're seeing kind of a metagame staple in just kind of this Boros Monarch style. Is this another Guardian showing up? It does feel like you want one Skyfisher in this just for bouncing rings and such, but all right, there's no Prismatic in the yard. They've only got 1 card in hand, about to be 2. Angels, the survivors. Check the sloth. What? Oblivion Angel. That sounds pretty cool. It sounds too formidable for a deck that just ticks away the life like this one does, right? All right. Let's make this even funnier and interesting. Get out of here, Flyer. I'm going to set up some more goods. Another Seraph showing up. Sanctuary pulling some power plays as we go in with the beasts. Now, what shall get it? We'll say okay on that. I don't want that. That's already got a big enough target. I'll say no on that one. I do want this one to get it, though. I will say 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I will say yes. Just hover over and see which one it's pointing at. We want it to be this one. We say yes. And there we go. I'm happy this is a grindy game so you guys can see this is how, when you lose to Residentzombie playing this is how it goes. You're like, oh man, I'm at 30, 40 life. I got this. And you look and your clock's running out. And then all of a sudden you've got these, 7, 10 angels across from you and they just keep getting bigger. I got the Oompa Loompa song in my head now. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tell me about this. I was, let me do a little combat trick here just to gain a little bit more life. I was obviously editing that. Then I had to sing it. Then I had to make the song. And then we went and played pickleball that evening of the night I edited it. And I just couldn't believe my life. There was, I've never seen this person before, but there was I don't know what the right term is, a short person or whatever, but right there. And I'm like, great. Now I'm already humming the song. And I mean, I didn't do it out loud, but I was afraid I was going to start because it was just in my head all day. How big of a jerk would that look like, right? I don't like to look at this. Screw flood. Time out. What shall we do? I've got a boring game for you. Pickleballing and Oompa Loompa. Angel of Mercy. 4, 5. Wham! Here comes the life. Yep, pretty sure we're not going to sideboard here, guys. This is just all about gaining life and tick-tocking. than me talking too much. All right, let's attack. Boop, boop. Why not? He's just going to use his prismatic strands. Let's see, it's all of these. Alrighty. I'll say, which one's that one on? I'll say nope. This one I'll say yes. Yep. Pretty formidable one drop. Imagine if they printed that in Pauper, just as is. Flying Vigilance, 4/4, flyer. We'll see, no. Not that I even have a choice. Are you going to use the prismatic for the last time, hopefully? Going now. See you all. Adios, Nim Chimpskey. Thank you for hanging out, my friend. I guess we just do this. And here comes Prismatic. Probably. We don't even have to worry about death here because we have Angelic Renewal out on the board. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, I can do this. That's not going to help, but if I had both of them, it would have. But all right, Angelic Renewal is just trigger here, and we trade always. And I'll say yes to that, as we're going to gain a whole bunch more life thanks to our Seraph math. Crazy deck. 50 to 34, 3 minutes left, folks. You made your own Sarah Angel. Hey, you're right. Hey, that might get some views, right? Sarah Angel, Pauper. Let's put a picture of this. I'm like, what? How'd that happen? I'd probably have to vote on that one for being probably the top pick. Well, we broke up a very long-winded show with the burning of the card, but thanks for hanging out with me this whole time, guys. I know we're going up on 2 hours now. That's usually about the time we run. Y'all up for one more? Get to the 5 mark that we all like so much. I hope it's not another Boros list. I don't know if I could take that. Maybe we'll cut it at 4. Unless there's some huge proponent of game trickery. Down comes the Angel Summoner. You'll get search hits for the Michelle and Webb comedy sketch. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll probably just go with Angels. It's accurate, and I don't want to go renaming a list that truly isn't mine. It's been Residentzombie's little pet project for about 3 years, if I was to guess. It's got a pretty cool write-up. I'll try to include a lot of it in the description of this video if anybody out there likes Angel Control, or whatever you want to call it. Angels. Angel Aggro. It's not really accurate either. Now it is. It's getting pretty aggressive now, but 2 minutes remaining. And down she goes. Okay. Some big bodies, man. 4/4, 3/5, 2/4, 2/4. They all can get a little steroid boost from the page. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Natch R&D. It sure is. Right when you say that, the scroll shows up. It's like, bing. Let's gain 5 life and draw a card. Zap. All right. Off to the sideboard. Opponent's got 2 minutes. Good times. When Angels Attack. Sounds like a bad YouTube song, or I mean, like U2. All right, we win that one. Well, guys, I don't know. Do we call it here, or do we try again? We'll go one more. The hell with it. But I need some coffee, so I'm going to go with one of our old favorites, the Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Be back in just a few.
The object of this challenge is to get across the obstacle course of challenges without getting dashed to death. Well done, Ken. Thank you. And this is Jack Blackman, who's giving everything he's got for the organ donors. Oh, he stumbles there.
He's a college dude, right?
Right you are, Ken. In fact, he's an organ exchange student. After a lifetime of chain smoking, he received a fresh set of lungs from a Himalayan Sherpa.
Well, but at the end of the semester, the lungs must be returned, and he's back on the ventilator.
Student loans are serious business, Ken.
Hey, this guy's looking really good.
Indeed, he set an excellent pace. And there he goes, clambering easily through the spongy bricks.
Wow.
You know, their blue color is deceiving, Ken. They're a lot harder than they look. And here he goes, moving nimbly past the nards of doom.
There he is. Look at him. He just roughly handles those balls. He's got the rope in hand, and he's going up. What a loser.
Oh, indeed. And speaking of losers, here's Minnie Pfister. She's a compulsive gambler and chip handler from the Chachinga Indian Reservation Casino. And there she goes, and oh my!
Damn, I had 20 bucks on her.
And here's Kip Smith.
What'd he say?
No idea, Ken. Kip's a tongue donor.
Well, how does he lick stamps?
That's what emails for, Ken. Oh, he takes it on the head. Oh, into the grinder. And here's Johnny Cheadle. He's addicted to fabric softeners. And he takes off nicely. Look at him go. Oh, he's down there for a second.
Hey, what's the big thrill with fabric softener?
Well, Ken, not only are his clothes springtime fresh, but his breath is bouncy soft.
Oh.
And there he goes onto the trampoline. Into the sponges.
He's started off with tons of spunk, Vic.
Indeed, wads and wads of determination.
But I think he's left most of it on the course.
Indeed, it does appear he is slowing down a bit.
Oh, man, you know.
Still struggling through, though, Ken.
He is. He is determined, but I think he's done. I think he's spent.
Right you are, Ken. Sadly, most addicts rarely have the character or gumption to finish what they start. And there you see, he's completely given up on himself.
And we're back. All right, here we go. Time that just right. 2 mana. Yeah, we'll keep it. Yeah, got all these little curlyisms going on. 1 more. Let's go. Keeping. Okay. Quite the angelic hand. Avician. Ooh. A swamp. Not the card I would think. We'll lead off with the Crossroads. Probably double scroll, maybe supplies. We'll see. Not a combo. Oh, interesting. All right. Curious. We'll rock like this. Bit of a clunky start. Very common for this list. Yield through this turn. No Equipment's Galerium. We are playing Residentzombie's Angels deck that many in the chat have been thrashed with. Not quickly. You always think you got him, and then he just gets you, and you're like, wow, there's something to that. So I've been meaning to play it and see what we can do. Well, let's rock like this. Still pretty far away from the Angel showing up. We'll do this. You know what? I think I'm not going to cycle that step. I got a feeling this deck's just going to fight me on mana. I'm going to play this. I believe. Yeah, I'll just maybe even play it. Yeah, Dreamer Stingo. I've been finding that too. It's a simple card, you know, but it is one of the few that can target like Memnonic Walls or your stuff, so it makes the grade in certain decks, that's for sure. Boy, we got a lot of supplies on board. Opponents are rocking them too. They're doing it for free, though. Advantage opponent. Yeah. Alchemist Vial. That just sounds cool. Helix combo, says Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, we'll have to keep that stave off. That's a good call, Dreamer Stingo. If we can untap, they might get there before we get there. I have never, ever seen Golem Foundry work. think one time it got me, but it was quite late at night. I think I had hit my limit of merit lager, if you know what I mean. One of those nights. Boy, this is nice seeing it work. Littlefite loves the Ethereum Sculptor. He's always trying to brew around cards like that. But, well, this won't be the first time I put my foot in my mouth and say, I've never seen that work. And then, boom, I'm going to get smashed. Some sort of Gollum trickery. There's quite a bit of things going on here. All right, I knew this was going to go down. We're going to play that. We'll keep Stave Off mana open as we throw some supplies down. And, okay, we hit a basic. That's cool. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One card left. Where have they gone? They're looking for it. I wish they had better art for this. It's that thing I have against superhero movies, right? Where the monster just roars or yells at you and like warning, like, get out of the way, here I come. It's like nothing does that. Smack. As we stumble on the mana. And here's some more mana. Yuck. 2, 3. I guess we're going to have to rock the this stage. I gotta get rid of the hardest hitter. Let's do that. Poink. Not that it's gonna mean that much difference. Might keep us alive for a turn, but opponent definitely got the jump on us here. Don't think we're getting out of this one alive. Really want to get an angel down so I can gain 5 life and draw a card off the scroll, but we might not have enough time to get there. I definitely want to trip the spare supplies here. Maybe there is no Helix. I don't see any untap effects. Yeah, that was a good call, though, Dreamer Stingo. Thank you for having my back on that. But I think we will be sighting out Stave Off. That'd be a neat little switcheroo, though, if they had the Helix backup plan, right? 3, 6, 8. Damn. Yeah, we gain a lot of life, but not that much. Oh, man, they just went off. That was a fun sequence. Okay, now our lands are showing up. Here we go. We got a 3, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could do that. And then what? We take 3, 4, 5. A perfect amount of get through, right? We block 1 and he still hits us for 5. Except that we'll gain life off the Sanctuary. So we might be able to get there. I doubt it. Let's go. I got to get more of those most extreme elimination clips embedded and inside of cards. This is such a funny show. It's on Amazon Prime if anyone's bored or curious. Now, if we can trip that scroll, we'll get a free little time walk effect and 10 life and 2 cards, but I don't think we're going to get there. Hell with that. Let's be optimistic. No, he's just going to use the vial and we're dead. Down we go to artifacts. At least it's fast, though. Yep, he's got us. Dead to rights. Woo! Healed. No. Wish it wouldn't ask you when you don't even have the resources. I guess that's how programming works. We get smashed hard by the thing I said never happens. So, write that down, kids, in your notebooks. Crunch. I have been beaten with golems. There will be much suffering in Dominaria. Alright, well, Prismatic's not going to do much good at all here. But Dust to Dust will. Sunlance might not be too bad. Kind of reaching. Nope. I guess we'll bring in Sunlance. Celestial Flare, I don't think so. I don't think they have much. You know what? I'm going to lose 1 Anointer. I just don't want to see that early. I'm going to lose 1 Angel. I'm going to try to lower my curve so we can at least attempt to be on the same level of... I'm going to keep in our last breaths for those amplifiers that they've got. I'm going to lose Stave Off. And watch, here comes the Helix, right? Sunlance, yeah, I got the Sunlances in. I just don't think Celestial Flare is going to feel like much when it hits. So, and I don't want to overboard. We do still have Crib Swap, Unmake, Last Breath. We've got quite a bit of spot removal. So I'm just trying to lower the curve a little bit there. In with the 1-drops, down with the big fatties. Fat angels that somehow fly. Really tough wings, I tell you. Supplies versus Flare. Yeah, I guess you could argue that. I want to draw into the good removal or the problems and accelerate my mana. Yeah. I really think this deck needs 1 more mana. These 5 games have shown anything. It might be that. Oh, come on, deck. I love that artwork. And that looks like an old artifact, man. That's just ancient. Drew Tucker. Ugh. Alright, we'll keep the colorless, thankless hand here. We'll get rid of this and the unmake because we don't have any white. Let's see, done. Man, what an ugly hand. I would definitely add 1 more basic in this. The Ash Barrens are there. Good thinning and also chittering rats and such, so. Well, they kept their hand, so. Alright, we'll get our mana online here. Could argue the Mind Stone there because we do have Bonder's Ornament right behind it, which would give us our land, but might have curved out better if I did that sequence. No Ethereum Sculptor early, that's nice. Where's our Ashes to Ashes now? Come on, bring it. Nope. All right. We'll get Bonder's Ornament out and running. As we yield, mana's all right now. Feeling okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Vial. That's pretty good artwork on that too. Looks like the same artist that did that subtle light texture like the Navigator's Compass. Very similar. More of an art director thing probably though, not the individual. Alrighty, down comes this and that. You know what? I'm just going to draw a card. Nothing's happening. We got removal for days. Oh boy. Is this where he erupts and pukes out his hand? Blech! Yowza. Okay. Man. It's clunky mana. First things first, we'll get rid of that. And then we'll do this. Try to be at 19 life next turn. Weird little changing. Probably should have done that on upkeep. Gain 1 more life out of the equation there, but I just don't know what they're rocking here. If they got countered with Sleeper Dart. It's very rare that I have to read a card. When it enters the battlefield, draw a card. Good so far. Sacrifice it. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Sleep now, you big brute. My goodness. I completely... I don't think I ever... Even when that set was spoiled, I don't think that was on my radar. A lot of firsts today. We burned our first white bordered card, and we have seen Sleeper Dart, and we have been killed by golems. Good times. And glass serpents. You might say you slept on Sleeper Dart. Very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get our life back. Things are looking... Yeah, all right. Or do we just crib swap and Mind Stone? You could just bounce that. Well, why would you want to bounce an angel, right? Let me do this, and I'll do crib swap upkeep, learning from our last trespass. And then I'll play the angels. That'll make a Tekna thing. Yeah, so anybody curious about the white bordered burn cards, I know we're probably going to have quite a few of those in the next couple shows. I did limit it to one a show just so I don't pass out from fumes. Should probably get a little fan in here when I do that. Yo, you know what? Let me just get rid of this right now. Kneel through the turn. Zap. I respect that sculptor. Gotta make them pay for their mana. Don't want them to explode like they did, so I'll probably crib swap that one. Of course, you know, if they had anything relevant, they would be playing it, so they're gonna probably have to top deck here. Yeah, I thought so too, Dreamer Stingo. I'm thinking crib swap might belong as a 4-of instead of on make with the deck's mana the way it is. But obviously, Residentzombie literally has hundreds of games of this over me, so. But you never know. Sometimes the Brewers have a thing for a card, and they can get blinded by it. I'm not saying that's what happened. I know it's happened to me sometimes. Or like art or something like that. Yep, here they go. Boink, 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 boink. Dig, 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 dig. I've got to get rid of that quick. That's getting out of control. Stop it already. Storm count at 11. What do we got here? Okay. I hate to slow my roll even more. I'm going to crib swap this dude. And we'll play the old boringness of spare supplies. Can I get a Scovian Angel maybe? All right. At least get that. All right, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can play the Angel, and we'll gain 8 life and draw a card, so that's pretty good. We'll be up 2 cards and 8 life next turn. Ouch! Here comes the Foundry. Here comes an artifact. Boy, I really need that Dust to Dust to show up. I hope this Trip in the Scroll does that. We're already down a game, so if we lose this one, that's all she wrote, folks. Screw flood. What should you do? I've got a blue attacker for you. I'm getting hit with 2 Smurfs. What a strange game we play. Oblivion, man, I just can't. I need like a turn to come up for air and do 2 things at once. I know you've all been there before, but I don't want that damn Foundry to get out of control. I think the right play here is Oblivion Ring. I really want that Angel to show up, but I don't want the Foundry going to town on me. Well, I guess I could trip the supplies. All right, there's an Angel. Cool. All right, we'll take 2 more. Not that we can really attack against this board, all these vials, and stop that, kill that. Here's another Foundry. Well, at least he's out of gas for the time being. Watch, he walks right into a Thought Cast. That'll be frustrating. Yeah, desert. I know, but like this deck needs to slow down anymore, though, Dreamer Stingo. Shoving some deserts to go along with our Smurfs. Hey, a duck. I love ducks. I always feel bad. My favorite creatures are also some of my favorite foods. I had a pet duck as a kid. Actually had it tamed and everything. It came right to me, and I had a hamster at the time. I would walk down to the lakefront, and this duck would come up, the sweetest thing ever. And I would let, my hamster's name was Snossage, and I used to let him just walk around in his feathers, and the duck would kind of like treat it like a chick, and super nice. It was the funniest little symbiotic relationship. Very cool summer that was. See what art can do? Bring a little time walk right back. Boom-ba-doom. It's okay to eat animals that you keep as pets so long as you don't eat the actual pet. Oh, I'm just saying, like when I go to like Thai restaurants and stuff, duck salad's like one of my, I like really fatty meats, and that's one of my very favorites. It's hard for me to say no to a duck salad. Okay. Let's put the hurtin' on as we, we'll go like this and this and play the Angel of Mercy. Gain a whole lot of life. Just yield and yield. And now let's trip the scroll, play the Sanctuary, and now we're at 25 life. Okay, this is going to hurt a little bit, and then we'll be okay because of the Angelic Page and the Anointer of Valor. I can just eat Myr Enforcers all day long. Man, where is our sideboard? We just haven't drawn anything of our sideboard, have we? Frustrating. Frogs are another one. I love frogs. As an animal and as a food. Pigs. Yeah, me too, Dreamer Stango. This is kind of, not kind of, this is a frustrating endeavor right now. It's, I mean, we didn't overboard, but good grief. I think it's exaggerated, though, because our opponent's doing so much and churning through so much of their deck, it feels like it's later than it is. We still aren't even a third into our deck yet, so. Oh, boy. This ain't looking good, guys. I think we're going to crash and burn for our last outing, but my energy levels are still high, damn it. So I would target probably the, yeah, obviously the Foundry and the Myr if we do draw into it, but he's got another Vial. I don't think we're surviving next turn, guys. In fact, I kind of know we aren't. It'd be neat if they printed a fog for, like, colorless. But that's it. That's the only thing it did. So it's the one thing Prismatic Strand sucks at. I don't know what the right angle is here. We can't really trip that angle. This eats up our entire turn. But it is a damn good blocker. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Crunch. We do gain 3 life. I feel like I want that mana. I'm just gonna play it. I can trip the stone if I need it. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna live. Hopefully they're a bit shy on the attacking front and just come at me with Myr Enforcers. I doubt that, though. Yeah, so I mean they can make one not block, and then what's this do? Sacrifice target creature doesn't untap. Well, I have to be attacking for that to work. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Sleeper Dart. Who knows? Need lots of food in these kind of decks, I guess. Man, Dust to Dust, where are you? Come on. Double Sculptor. Man, this is some gas. Our road to victory is definitely millstoning them. Of course, they do have the Conjurer's Bauble. I don't see that working out too well. Yowza, that's a lot of triggers. Always. No. 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 This could really wear your clock down if in the wrong matchups. All right, what are we taking here? That's 3, 6. We got 14. Shoot. All right, well, let's trade away. Crunch. As more golems show up. Here we go with this. I've got another blocker. Not going to do too much, though. Gain some more life. Woo! Trip the stone. Now it gives us land. Thank you so much, deck. I see whose team you're on. I think we can live one more turn. But it's just a slow walk to the grave at this point. Chat, where'd you go? At least our opponent's playing a fast deck. I'm glad we didn't run into teachings or something like that. Wham! No. Glorious day for opponent. Yeah, that first game, they really they top decked really well, or just curved out. Foundry worked at last. Now it's on video. Alrighty, let's stay alive here. Can we do anything else? Nope. Just dead meat. Crunch. Can't even like trade here. If that was alive, it'd be one thing, but 7, 8. We did. That's 2, 4, 7. Yeah. Bye bye. Still here. I'm running a bath. All right, guys. We'll go over the list here real quick. As we come up an almost 3-hour show, it's a very grindy deck, but it's made by Residentzombie, and I've been wanting to play it for a long time on the show, and now I can finally check that off my Angel list. So this is Angels as made by Residentzombie. If you like grindy decks and just kind of come from behind victories and stuff, I wouldn't take it to a league or anything, but it's a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of experimental room to grow as cards come out. This is just one of those cool decks to keep. Maybe they'll print up an Angel theme in a set or two, and it'll be like, oh my gosh, now this is like a thing, and now we have this to build off of and the knowledge base and things like that. So thank you for that little fight. There's the link there if you want to just download it for ease of use, and I will try to include that in the description of the videos from now on. I keep forgetting to do that and tagging them because we made our own MTGO Goldfish account. So anyway, y'all, go give Residentzombie some love. I don't think they have a video channel. If they do, he'll let me know, and then I'll put it in the link of the description below. But if you see him online, let him know you like the deck or not. I don't know. That'd be kind of rude, wouldn't it, just to show up and say that? But let's see what we're going to go out on here. Oh, yeah, Prismatic Paints, one of the other hard edits I did. A lot of stuff going on, very subtle. But anyway, we'll see you same time, same place next week. Propaganda, folks. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry if I got the Oompa Loompa song stuck in your head. And until then, this is the Old Man Deluxe saying adios.